Hey everyone, welcome back to WetTube, the place where science becomes simple, exciting, and actually fun to learn. Today we're talking about a formula that literally changed the entire world, Einstein's E equals mc squared. Yeah, that short little equation that looks like it came from a math test, but it's actually the key to understanding how the whole universe works. Before Einstein came along, the world was basically living in Newton's universe. Sir Isaac Newton was the king of physics. He explained gravity, he explained forces, he explained how the planets move, and honestly, the guy was a genius. Every student, even today, learns Newton's laws first. Why? Because they explain everyday life perfectly. You kick a ball, Newton explains it. A car speeds up, Newton explains it. The Earth orbits the sun, Newton explains it. But Newton thought something very important. Mass and energy are completely different. Mass is just mass. Energy is just energy. No connection. Full stop. Then Einstein walked in. And then Einstein shows up. A young, wild-haired thinker who worked in a patent office, not even a professor at the time. And he looks at the universe and says, actually, mass and energy are connected. They are basically the same thing, just in different forms. And ladies and gentlemen, that's where E mc squared was born. Let's break it down casually and scientifically at the same time. E means energy, M means mass, C is the speed of light. Squared means that number squared, which is insanely huge. The speed of light is 300 million meters per second. Now square that. You get a number so big, your brain just wants to give up. So Einstein is basically telling us, every tiny piece of mass holds a massive amount of energy. Like, massive. A casual example. Think of this. If you took something as small as a grain of rice and somehow converted all its mass into pure energy, it would release more energy than a huge bomb, a grain of rice. That's what squared does. It turns even tiny mass into unbelievable energy. Why stars shine? Now here's the cool part. This is why stars shine. The sun turns mass into energy using nuclear fusion. Every second, it converts about 4 million tons of mass into pure energy. That's why it glows. That's why we have light, heat, life, everything. Newton could explain how planets move, but Einstein explained why stars glow. That's a whole new level. That's a real-world power. This equation also explains nuclear energy, atomic bombs, how the universe began in the Big Bang, how particles behave, and even modern technologies like PET scans, plus how galaxies form and explode, all from that one equation. Comparison, Newton versus Einstein. So let's compare them quickly, casually. Newton's universe, predictable, slow-moving, everyday physics. Mass and energy equal separate, works for cars, balls, planets. Einstein's universe, fast, extreme, stars, atoms, black holes. Mass equals energy, explains the deep secrets of reality. Newton built the foundation. Einstein opened the door to the universe's hidden power. Why this equation blew everyone's mind? People weren't ready for this. Imagine living in a world where you think mass is just stuff, and suddenly Einstein says that all stuff is actually frozen energy. It was like saying the universe has been hiding a superpower inside everything. And here's the key to unlock it. That's why E equals mc squared became the most famous equation in history. So next time you see this little formula, don't just think of it as math. Think of it as a message. Energy and mass are one. The universe is connected in ways we never imagined, and even the smallest things hold incredible power. Thank you so much for watching WetTube. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Einstein versus Newton, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves science or someone who thinks science is boring. Because trust me, after this, they won't. See you in the next video right here on WetTube.